So moving into the subclass, you're going to use Gambler's Dodge, so you can be getting your melees back up. You can use any movement that you'd like. For melee, you're going to have to use the Withering Blade. Now for grenades, you can use any of them, but the Duskfield Grenade is going to be extremely strong with what I'm going to show you in a second. So it's going to be really good for AoE. Now moving into aspects, you're going to want to use a Touch of Winter, because as you can see on the screen right now, you can see without Touch of Winter and with the Touch of Winter, there's going to be a massive difference in the AoE of it, and you're going to be able to get the Stasis Crystal in the middle, which so you can destroy to get ability. Now you're also going to want to use Grim Harvest so that you can get that extremely good ability when you break those Stasis stuff, and you're also going to be getting Stasis Shards that'll help you get your abilities back. Whisper of Durance, it'll just help you whenever you slow enemies. It's going to last longer, and it's just going to make them be more debuffed. Moving on, you're going to have the Whisper of Chains. That'll make it so whenever you're near a frozen target or a stasis crystal, you're going to be taking a lot less reduced damage. It's going to help with just survivability when you're in a large group. Now, Whisper of Rhyme, whenever you whenever you pick up a stasis shard, it grants you a small amount of overshield. And as you can stack these up, you're going to be having a lot of extra overshield, which can help with survivability. Now, you want to use the Whisper of Refraction. That'll make it so you get your class ability back up whenever you're defeating slow or frozen, which you're going to get a lot of in Duskfield Grenades. And the final one, you want to use Whisper of Shards. Whenever you shatter a stasis crystal, it grants you really fast grenade recharge rate. And if you destroy any more, it'll just keep that buff on. Now, what's really nice about this is you do get 10 resilience, recovery, and strength. So it definitely helps you with getting triple 100s. Now, you can use other ones to give you even more resilience and stuff like that. But for this build, I haven't really used it. Now, for the weapons, you can really use whatever. I use the Osteo Striga here. But it doesn't matter what exotics you can use. Now, there's some better than others, but I'm using Osteo Striga, Explosive Personality as well for AoE clear, and I'm also using Song of Iryu or Blowout, depending on what I kind of want to use. But overall, it kind of just depends on what you feel like running. Like another example is you could run Aegir Scepter on this build, so you could get a lot of Stasis Crystals. But overall, that's it. Moving into the exotic you're going to want to use is you're going to want to run Renewal Grasps. Now, they did get nerfed a while back, but they also did get buffed finally. So now that your Duskfield Grenades are quite a bit bigger, and whenever you're inside of it, you take a lot less damage, and whenever you throw it on an enemy, the enemy will also be doing a lot less damage. So it's going to be good if you throw it on bosses, so they do a lot less damage to everybody. Now, moving to armor mods, I'm running a mobility mod on my headpiece. I'm running Powerful Friends. I'm running Hands-On and Kinetic Siphon, and now this is very like you could definitely change it. Now, if you're using a stasis weapon for your main, you could definitely change the Kinetic Siphon to something else. And same with Powerful Friends. I run that because a lot of my people that I play with will always use surges, and that helps everybody constantly keep up their armor stacks. But it's very dependent on what you're running. I would say this is what I'm running because I'm using an Osteo Striga, but if you can really run and change it whatever you want. Now, moving on to the arms, I'm running 3 bolstering detonations. It just really helps with me getting my class ability back, which for a little bit that you'll see why the class ability is super good to have. You can mix it up, but I just like running this because it really makes it so I get my class ability back even faster. Chest piece has been like for a lot of builds, it's really dependent on what you're running again, like what you're kind of running. Now for this Nightfall, you're going to run into a lot of Hive, which is Arc. So I run 3 Arc here just to help me not die to them. But it depends on what type of content you're running, on which type of different resistance you want. Now moving into legs, you're going to want to have, I run Intervention, Absolution, and Arc Weapon Surge. Now, Intervention will help it so you get your grenades back, and Absolution will help with all of your abilities whenever you pick up Orbs of Power. Now, I use Arc Weapon Surge because I usually use a rocket launcher, but it depends on what you're using here. Same thing, if you're running a specific stasis, I would recommend running a stasis weapon surge here, but it's kind of build dependent here. So you can have freedom there, but that's what I'm running, so you can get your abilities back overall. Now moving on to the class abilities, I'm running 2 Distribution and 1 Reaper. Now Distribution obviously will make it so whenever you're using your class ability, it reduces all of your cooldowns. So as from above, when you're getting that class ability back often, you can keep popping that so everything will go down. And after using your class ability, you'll get Orbs of Power, which obviously picking Orbs of Power up will make it so all of your abilities will go down. So it's like a really good surge there. So you can keep having your abilities up as fast as possible to keep popping those grenades. Now the three main stats you want to focus on is mobility for your class ability, resilience so you take less damage, and discipline so you can get that grenade up a lot faster. And hopefully with the Stasis build, it'll help you because it gives you a lot of stats. Hopefully it'll let you get that triple 100 pretty easy. Overall though, that is the build. I've been trying to put a little more effort into these videos. I've been trying to tweak them a little bit more, and I kind of also wanted to make a more of a build video here that's like a really open build, because I do want to make more specific builds in the future that are specifying on certain like duos of an exotic armor and weapon or specific weapons, stuff like that. But that's the Stasis build. Now obviously I don't have Strand right now, or I don't have Lightfall right now, so I can't really make a Strand Hunter build yet. But I'm going to start probably working on my Warlock and see if I can make some Warlock videos. But also I want to start making more specific gun videos. I think that'd be really fun to look at why popular guns are popular and why or some guns that are like low key. But that is the end of the Stasis build. If you like the video, please give it a like, and if you like the content I've been uploading, please give me a sub. I'm going to try to have a new video out hopefully by this weekend. Now I don't want to make it a sloppy video. I'm trying to put some time into it to make it a good video. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and peace out.